Oh, when the saints go marching in. Oh, when the saints go marching in. Oh, when the saints go marching in. Oh, when the saints go marching in.
You can almost hear the noise coming from the nearby French Quarter. And they're being just as loud inside Caesars Superdome here in New Orleans. Up next, a contest that keeps things all in the NFC between the Arizona Cardinals and the New Orleans Saints. Chad Ryland will have the honor of getting us started. And here we go from New Orleans. Here's a return from the 7. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's first and 10. This is Alvin Kamara with it. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
His first throw is an interception. And the Cardinals have an early opportunity after the interception on the game's first series. How quickly things can change, huh? From kickoff to now, already looking at an entirely different picture, Brock. They get the interception, and they're going to take over in perfect position to score our first points.
You know, we talk about scripting for offense all the time, but flip it around. That could not be a better script for this defense. Not just to get a stop, but to take the ball away and now set your offense up for success.
And he stopped as we get closer to our first point of this ball game. It's going to be first and goal now.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
And the play clock hits 0. This is going to be delay a game. Can't get the play off in time, and I'm going to wager the call's going to come in much quicker, Brock, for this next snap. First and goal, now 5 yards tougher after that penalty. They'll run here following the penalty. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on second and goal.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on first down. More to come.
And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards in the double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
Didn't get that one off in time. This is going to be a delay of game. So the flag is declined, and now, Brock, you got to figure out what... want to do on 4th and goal.
Oh, when the saints go marching in. Oh, when the saints go marching in.
It's a building that's meant so much to the city of New Orleans and all of its residents over the years. And our coverage of the NFL has brought us to it, Caesars Superdome. Today, we see who's better in the NFC between the Arizona Cardinals and the New Orleans Saints. Chad Ryland will have the honor of getting us started, and we're underway in Caesars Superdome. That's going to be taken in at the 8. Decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Here we go, Shaq. 60 by 6.
Chuck will throw to get us started. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
Kate, we're one snap in, and already this defense has potentially killed this opening drive. And remember how valuable every possession is in the NFL. Talk about setting an immediate tone by this defense.
On play action, here's Shuck. Absolutely fires this one right side. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's 3rd down. We're seeing this more and more these days, mixing some deep looks into that opening script. Brock test all levels of the secondary. They held up there.
Yeah, and it's not going to be the last time this defense will be tested. This group likes to push the ball down the field. They answered the call that time.
Now Chuck on 3rd and long. On him quick, and they bring him down. And they're staring at a 4th down now after that sack.
Well, this is exactly what the defense wants to do to these quarterbacks. You want to speed them up, and the best way to do it is to hit them and bring them to the ground. Conversely, they've got to figure out offensively how to protect. If you can't protect, you can't execute, you can't do anything offensively.
And it ends up a good return for them, up past their own 40. The Cardinals with some nice field position to start off this drive. 1st and 10 coming up. Murray taking it right to the air. Throw is there. Trey McBride. Just after the catch, he is hit and stopped. A nice gain, though, down to the enemy 41. A gain of 15 there. And it's going to give the Cardinals a 1st down. One play in, Brock, and this drive is already into enemy territory. On the ground, this is Trey Benson. And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 34-yard line.
Here's Kyler to throw. This throw finds Marvin Harrison Jr. And this is going to get them all the way into the red zone. He's taken down at the 13-yard line. They got 21 yards on the play. And it's good enough for an Arizona 1st down.
First down. A gain of 21 yards.
Working inside the red zone. Connects with Harrison again. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. The give now to Benson. And he stopped as we get closer to our first points of this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now. Working quickly here. Now Murray on the play fake. He rolls to his right. And he scores. That's an Arizona touchdown. The Cardinals get a perfect start. They've gone up 6-0. Trey McBride, the touchdown. Ryland tacks on the extra point. And the Cardinals take a 7-0 lead as he starts this year 1-for-1. All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. So we got a touchback. This drive will start at the 35. 1st and 10. Saints find themselves with some good field position starting out. Back to throw. Shuck. This is complete to Olave. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. 12 yards on that play and a good call nets him the 1st.
Kate, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s. Versus man on the drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, get the quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Ooh, on him quick there, and they bring him to the turf. And it'll be 3rd down coming up after this defense's 3rd sack of the game.
It's double-edged sword. I totally understand. These quarterbacks today are so athletic, and they love to keep plays alive, but it can turn smaller losses into much bigger setbacks like we see yet again.
Pistol snap here to Shuck. Finds him on the crossing route. And they catch him just in time to prevent the 1st, but that got very close, didn't it? It's 4th and maybe a yard.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes, they so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the fourth down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
Running for it, Kamara. And this one will not work out for him. He's stacked up behind the line and is going to head off after a turnover on downs.
Yeah, I don't care that they didn't get it. Still the right call in that situation. It's a little too long for a field goal, and a punt really nets you very few yards. The decision-making was sound. It was the execution that let them down.
Murray here on first down. It's McBride downfield, and he's got it. It's an Arizona touchdown. The Cardinals take a 13-0 lead. Trey McBride, the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. And that right there, Brock, is a touchdown I think our fellow broadcaster Greg Olson would be proud of. A big strike to the tight end that I don't think a lot of receivers could have pulled off and make it look as easy.
You know, a lot of times you're splitting hairs talking about the differences between tight ends and receivers at this level, because a lot of those guys, they work the same route tree and they move with the football, well, just like their receiver teammates. And they can score some lengthy touchdowns too, just like he showed off.
Chad Ryland to kick off for Arizona.
All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. Has this at the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
Body on the return. The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Saints to the line now. First and 10. They're going to start on the ground with Kamara. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play sat down behind the line. He is quickly making a habit out of wrecking plays, Brock, and it doesn't seem to matter what type of play that is.
It's what the best of them do. We talk about just the versatility of offensive players being dual threats. This guy's a dual threat against the pass, and that time stuffing the run.
Into a crowd, and intercepted! Sean Murphy punting in to pick it off.
Okay, and it was inevitable. He's going to get an interception. You play quarterback in this league, eventually at some point you're going to throw your first. Now, most importantly, he's got to flush it and move on.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. Benson on first and 10. And he stopped quickly here. 2 yards on the play. We've got second and 8.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Out of the gun. Here's Murray. Buys time, rolling right. He's got it along the sideline. And he's going to go out with a pickup of 3. So chipping away a few here ahead of this third down. Operating from the gun. Here's Murray. Finds Benson out of the backfield. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on third down. And that's exactly the result they needed. Enough to keep this drive moving.
Got his man. That's Zay Jones. And they're going to have first and goal as he gets this down to the 4.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
This offense in position now. It's first and goal. From the red zone now. Buying some time right. He will score. Touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals take a 20-zip lead. It's a Kyler Murray touchdown. His third total score in this game. Ryland now for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Cardinals stretch their lead to 21.
Saints nothing.
All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. Fielded at the 7. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
The Saints take over 1st and 10. At their own
Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10. Off the play action. Chuck. He gets it into the hands of Jalen Cole. And he has it right near midfield here. It's like about a yard short. So 20 yards on that play. And that's good for a new set of downs for New Orleans. One play in, and they are already close to midfield. Here's Shuck, 1st and 10. Finds the in route, complete. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. So it's going to be 2nd and about 4 on the other side of this 2-minute warning. More from Caesars Superdome in just a moment. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Let's go, Dragon 60. Cowboy 80.
Shuck working from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he works this to the 38 before going down. The Saints calling for a timeout. They're first. New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
1st and 10. Here's Shuck. Catch made by Alvin Kamara. And they take him down right along the 30.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you could depend on.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. It's sack number 4 in the game for him. This one makes it 3rd down.
That was a situation where I think the previous drive, really affected the decision-making there. Coming off a pick, he wasn't about to challenge the coverage. Instead, well, he just took his medicine.
Trap 60, trap 60. Cut 19, cut.
3rd and long for him here. The 3rd down throw falls incomplete. Not on the same page with his tight end. And now they're staring at 4th and long. Here comes the Saints punting unit. And he drives this one skyward, hoping to drop it near the goal line. And he stays under this one. Wow, great punt. Unexpected fair catch at the 5.
1st and 10 at their own 5-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Murray. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete. So first time we've seen one of his passes hit the ground this game, Brock. He had been perfect before that one.
Well, we hear it and we know it, right? The team that makes fewer mistakes in this league typically wins the game. Yeah, that was what would you call a first mistake throwing the ball. And he still got the lead thanks to earlier efforts.
Completed to his running back. And this gets him well away from danger as he is up past their 20. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
And the Cardinals 1st down.
Kyler looking to throw. Looking underneath here. Benson. And this play reaches the 35 before it comes to an end. Arizona goes ahead and calls its 2nd timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. All set to go now from the 35.
At the 35-yard line.
Throwing again. Murray. This is reeled in nicely downfield by Jones. And he's going to take this down to the opposing 44. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And it's going to give the Cardinals a 1st down.
Gain of 21 yards. 1st down, Cardinals.
And they spike the ball to stop the clock. Second and 10. Need something positive here. Murray to throw. On the move, headed right. They don't connect there, and now just 3 seconds showing on the clock. Trying to find his back, Trey Benson there. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
One last play before the break.
Omaha, 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 go.
Throwing here just before halftime. He beams one deep right side. And somehow they've reached the end zone with no time remaining in the half.
Touchdown.
Manage that clock beautifully. Down to the final moments, Brock, and they get the score just before halftime.
That doesn't change the theme of the halftime speech, but I guarantee you it adds some enthusiasm to the tone. That was awesome.
And the kick is good, so they add 7 to their lead on the final play of our first half. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. We'll see what the first half adjustments of the season are as they're teed up, and away we go in our second half. Returning it from the 4. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Arizona offense looks ready to go. Here's 1st and 10. Now Murray. Left side into the hands of McBride. He's going to have this up and across midfield, partner, to the 48. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset? One play in, Brock, and this drive is already into enemy territory.
Gain of 29 yards. And the Cardinals.
Play action now, Murray. Called in, again it's McBride. And they're going to get just inside that red zone on the big play down to the 19. It's a 29-yard gain, and it's good enough for an Arizona first down.
A gain of 29 yards. First down, Arizona.
From the red zone on 1st. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals grow the lead coming out of halftime. Trey McBride, the touchdown. His 4th receiving score of the game. Ryland able to connect on the point after. And the Cardinals continue piling on to this lead. All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. And that one's going to skip across the goal line and into the end zone. So the football will come back out to the 20.
20-yard line.
New Orleans has the offense set. All right, Brock, here's 1st and 10. Sharp looking to pass here. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And now they face 2nd down. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
The right side cut by Olave. And he will get to that 30-yard line before they stop him. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's good for a Saints first down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Kamara now on 1st and 10. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2. After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
33-yard line.
Let's go. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
On play action, here's Shuck. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass. Well, he already has himself 1 interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse and sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when 1 pick becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, and on and on.
To the left and hauled in by Colt. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
A full quarter to go, but they feel like they got to make their move now. They are going for this.
Go!
Trying for it with Shuck. Taken in by Vele, right side. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. That is a clutch 7-yard pickup, partner. Pays off the call to go for it there on 4th down. First down from the 42.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
To throw again here, it's Shuck. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Short pass brought in. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them. And the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Got a man. Vele has it. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. Even 10-yard gain on the play. And that's good for a new set of downs for New Orleans.
First down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Still sticking with the passing game. Screen here for Kamara. By a man, he's in the clear. There he goes, right sideline. And he's all the way home. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints start the second half with some needed points. Alvin Kamara, the touchdown. Well, Brock, this one has not been good to them so far, but they are still fighting and able to get in there for 6.
Just a drive that was all about scratching and clawing. As much as anything, Kate, it was just a pride drive to go and get your job done.
So the offense stays out. Kellen Moore making the call to go for 2.
The Saints will line up for the...
They want to run it across. And he is stopped. Wow, a bit surprising after he just burned this defense. But he doesn't make it across, and the 2-point try fails. Reed now to kick this one away. Starting from the 5. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down.
At their own 25-yard line.
Cardinals into formation. It's 1st and 10. Here's Kyler to throw. This is reeled in by Wilson. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Operating from the gun. Here's Murray. Finds Benson out of the backfield. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
Gain of 6. And the Cardinals first down.
Benson now from the gun. Continuing to move past the 45. Still going inside the 35. And he will carry this across for the Arizona touchdown. The Cardinals lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd.
Touchdown.
Trey Benson, the touchdown. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, and you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base, but it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
His return starts at the 5. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
This, our last play of the quarter.
Here we go, set. Bronco 80.
Here's Shuck, 1st and 10. He gets it to Juwan Johnson. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. We've reached the end of 3 in our Week 1 opener. It's going to be the Saints with the football, but any efforts might be futile facing that deficit. Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. Kamara running out of the gun. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Gain of 9 yards on the play. And that's good for a Saints 1st down.
And the Saints, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Shuck with a quick toss out wide. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for a new set of downs for New Orleans.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Taken in by Hill, right side. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
They've got 1st down here from the 36.
36-yard line.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Pistol give to Kamara. He picks up 5 on that 1st down run, brings up 2nd down.
The humble 5 to 6-yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play. Jar it loose, incomplete. Steadily keeping him involved in their passing game, Brock, but that throw didn't work out the way his earlier targets had.
It kind of felt like, you could see that from the booth, this defense was sick and tired of this running back catching the ball. A whole lot more active in their coverage, and somebody was ready to finally separate the football when it arrived.
And this spot is going to be close, but he does not have that first. They're going to face 4th and short.
Brings up 4th down and 1.
Desperation time here. That's cut beyond the marker. And he's touched as they pick up that 1st down on 4th.
5-yard gain on the play. That's good for a Saints 1st down.
Here's a quick pass, cut outright. And he maybe got back to the line there, but no further. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
At the 22-yard line.
70 Lions.
Kamara gets it on the draw. Solid work on his part. Gets 7 there. It's still 3rd down.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
It's Kamara on 3rd down. And it's another 1st down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 4 yards. And that's good for a Saints 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 10-yard line.
Shotgun snap to Shuck. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
Making that throw into double coverage to a running back, I don't want to live off of that, and I certainly am not going to count on it. But give some credit to the effort it took to make that catch. A whole bunch of bodies around him.
And they're going to keep him out once again. That sends him backwards, brings up 3rd and goal. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Chuck on 3rd down. The shot to the end zone is incomplete.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and incomplete.
Hands are tied. Got to have it on this 4th down. They'll throw for it. And he's got it, so they'll pull a little ways back with the touchdown. The Saints making the scoreboard look a touch better. Chris Olave with the touchdown. The extra point, here's Smith. The point after splits the uprights. And the Saints take 7 points off the deficit.
42, Saints 13.
Reed now to kick this one away. And he mishit this one badly. It's out of bounds short of the 40, and they're going to take over at that spot. So first down from the 41. They're going to pass it here. Couldn't find a completion on first down.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. This is reeled in nicely downfield by Jones. And they are finally able to get to him and touch him down, but damage already done as they pick up that first down. All set to go now from the 35.
Gain on the play. First down, Cardinals.
Throwing on first down. Here's Murray. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. Give him 13 on that play. And it's going to give the Cardinals a first down.
You know, Kate, we'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
So the Cardinals get to fly home as winners on the road. One down, a whole lot more wins to go, Brock. But hey, victors to begin this regular season.
Yeah, I think it's both these guys go across the field and shake hands with one another. They do know, Kate, to your point, it is a long year. But what this does is it pays off your training camp. It does instill some confidence. You did all the right things through July and August to kick the season off.